Every 4 years, we expect a few chosen favorites to effortlessly walk through the tournament and eventually hoist the trophy. But the history of the World Cup is defined by moments when expectations are violently subverted. We look at squads like Brazil and see a legacy of dominance that feels permanent. Giants like France have relied on depth and pedigree to march into the later rounds. This focus on established superpowers creates a narrative where the outcome feels like a foregone conclusion. That narrative broke in 2022. Morocco didn't just win games. They dismantled the bracket, proving a tactical plan can overcome historical prestige. Morocco's run wasn't an isolated event. It was evidence that the gap between the elite and the middle tier nations has closed. The 2026 World Cup introduces a massive expansion, moving from a 32-team field to 48. This adds a completely new layer of complexity, forcing teams to survive an additional knockout round. This increases the statistical variance, giving tactical underdogs an extra 90-minute window to eliminate a favorite. 3 specific dark horse teams are arriving with tactical systems designed to exploit this new volatility and target the favorites. These squads are entering the pitch with the specific goal of forcing the Giants into an early exit and rewriting the tournament's history. Since their first appearance in 1998, Japan has evolved from a team happy to be on the world stage into one of the most efficient tactical machines in international football. Their 2022 victories over Germany and Spain were the result of a decade spent perfecting a system designed to punish elite, possession-based teams. They utilized the weapon of transition by letting an opponent overcommit their defensive line. Japan uses disciplined high-speed passing to bypass the entire midfield in seconds. This strategy is spearheaded by players like Kaworu Mitoma, whose ability to beat defenders in one-on-one scenarios creates immediate chaos for any backline. With Takefusa Kubo providing creative support, Japan's attack is capable of maintaining this high-intensity pressure for the full 90 minutes. When an elite opponent begins to tire late in a game, Japan's relentless pressing ensures they never get the chance to recover, turning a favorite's dominance into a sudden defeat. Norway returns to the World Cup for the first time since 1998, and they arrive with a tactical profile that most major nations are not built to defend. They employ the weapon of the spearhead, a strategy that simplifies the game by focusing all tactical resources into a single, unstoppable physical point. That point is Erling Haaland. He is a physical anomaly who can physically dominate world-class defenders and convert half chances into goals. To make this work, they rely on Martin Odegaard to provide a direct supply line, finding Haaland with precise passes that bypass the opponent's defensive structure. This direct connection allows Norway to ignore the complex tactical battles in the midfield and strike the heart of a defense with a single pass. When a squad has a generational striker of this caliber, a favorite can lose their entire tournament dream on a single mistake. In South America, the traditional powers have learned to dread facing Ecuador, a team built on physical resilience and defensive discipline. They use the weapon of attrition. Their goal is to turn every match into a grueling physical test, acting as an unbreakable wall against even the most creative attacks. This wall is anchored by Moises Caicedo, a world-class midfielder who specializes in disrupting the rhythm of the opponent's star players. Supporting him is Piero Incapi, who provides the physical enforcement necessary to mentally and physically break down an elite offense. Ecuador's plan is simple: frustrate the favorite, destroy their flow, and wait for the moment their star players stop believing they can win. Facing Ecuador in a knockout game forces an elite team into a trench war that often ends in mental exhaustion and an early exit. The 2026 bracket structure means that traditional giants no longer have a clear, safe path to the quarterfinals. Star power alone is no longer enough to guarantee survival. Tactics like transition, the spearhead, and attrition are designed to neutralize the individual skill that used to win these tournaments. These 3 dark horses are the architects of what will likely be the most unscripted World Cup in history. Which major giant do you think will be the first to fall to one of these tactical blueprints? Post your predictions in the comments and subscribe for more. Deep dive tactical analysis as the 2026 tournament approaches.